Configuring Visual Studio for database migration. We shall start by creating a simple ASP.NET Core project. Then we shall add NuGet packages for a database such as Microsoft SQL Server. After that, we shall add a very rudimentary, very basic model class and a DB context class also for specifying the connection string to the built-in SQL Server Express of Visual Studio. And finally, we shall use the package manager console to add the command line tools for EF core migrations, which is the basic objective of this tutorial. Migrations is a feature of Entity Framework Core. Therefore, any project that uses Entity Framework Core can be used for this tutorial. But since we are learning ASP.NET Core, so we shall use an ASP.NET Core project for this walkthrough. Start by creating any simple Visual Studio project on ASP.NET Core. There is no need to add any razor pages because we will be working on the database side. Let us open the program.cs file. We have added bare minimum code. No services have been configured. The application maps a GET request and responds with a message. This is all about the application that we have created. We have kept it very simple. We shall be using the built-in SQL Server Express for this tutorial. Reason is because Visual Studio provides us a SQL Object Explorer for conveniently viewing our database and its tables. So let us add NuGet packages for SQL Server connectivity. For that, use the Tools menu to open the Package Manager console, PM console. Type the command install package microsoft.entityframeworkcore.sql server to get the EF core NuGet packages for SQL Server. Hit enter and let the installation complete to success. Wait for it to complete. So now our SQL Server connectivity tools are in place. Let us next add a model class to our project. This model class will ultimately translate to a table in our database. So you can have a look at the model class that we have added. And next, let us also add a DB context class, because DB context class is always required for database connectivity. So let us add a DB context class as you are seeing here. Migration tools are design time tools. They need a default constructor in the DB context class. This means that we should not use the parameterized constructor for DB context options builder. We have to therefore override the onConfiguring method. We will not use the parameterized constructor as we have been doing earlier, but in this case there is a small change that we have to override the onConfiguring method. The connection string can be set in this method with the classic SQL connection string builder. It makes the connection string more readable, as you can see. The name of our database shall be db_blog, and it shall contain a table called blog because the name of our model is blog. Now the migration feature requires a command line tool from EF core, the final thing of this tutorial. This tool can be obtained through a NuGet package. So this is the best thing that it can be obtained through a NuGet package. Again, use the package manager console to add NuGet packages for Entity Framework tools. So type there install package Microsoft Entity Framework.tools and hit enter and allow the process to complete successfully. Wait for it to complete. Once it completes, OK, our project is configured for migrations. And in the next tutorial, we shall create our database by executing our first database migration. Thank you.